If this is a hobby, you're not gonna make any money. Hey YouTube, it's Jacob here, and we're bringing you another one. Stay tuned to the very end to see the most important thing you need to have to make the type of money you wanna have. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and push that notification button because we're gonna be bringing you a lot more of this. And let me know in the comments what other topics you wanna know when it comes to art and business, because I got you. Okay, so these are called the 3 C's that I made up. I made this thing up. But there are 3 C's that you need to make your coin. See how I did that? Coin, see? Yeah. These are the 3 C's you need to make your coin. So let's talk about the 3 C's. And I put these from least to most important. Now, you need all 3 in my opinion, but I do think the 3rd is most important. So we're going to go from least to most important. So we'll start with number 3, creativity. Or in other words, talent. If you don't have talent, you're not going to make any money. Okay, you got to have talent, right? You got to have creativity. You got to have something to bring to the table. What are they buying if you don't have something, right? So you got to have something that they're going to buy, okay? Whether that's products, whether that's client work, whatever it's going to be, you got to have some creativity, some talent to bring. So bring your style to the table. Bring what you have to the table. That means you got to practice your skill. Practice what you know how to do and just get better at it. Find your niche. Find what you can do and bring it to the table. Get really good at it so that you will stand out and you'll be unique. There's nothing wrong with following trends, okay? If you want to be a trendsetter or you want to follow trends, there's pros and cons to them both. That's okay. But inside of that, inside of following trends or making your own trend, be unique. So even though you're following a trend, don't do the exact same thing. That's called stealing. Do what you need to do inside of that to be original. Okay, number 2. So I'm going backwards. So this is the second one, but we're going from 3 to 1. So the number 2 most important thing is clients. Okay. If this is a hobby, you're not going to make any money. Okay. Hobbies are, I think everyone should have a hobby. You got to have a hobby. But the difference between a hobby and like a thing that's going to do the thing that make you money is the clients. Clients are the ones that are going to pay you. So if you can have the best, you can be the most talented artist in the world. But if nobody knows that, then you're not going to make any money. So you got to have people that can say, wow, I like that. How much does that cost? So you got to have clients. But if your clients are your mom and dad and your friends and family, you're not going to make a lot of money because they're not trying to, really pay. They trying to not really pay at all. So that means your clients can't just be the small circle, which means you got to get yourself out there, which means you got to build an audience. Your audience, the smaller your audience, the smaller amount of money you're probably going to make. However, if you have a small audience, but that audience got billions of dollars, you're in a different conversation. So you really have to find the audience that can afford the type of pay that you're asking for. If you're asking for this amount, but all the people around you can only afford this amount, what do you expect? So you have to continue to grow, continue to push your talent so then you can reach an audience that can afford what you're looking for. Which brings me to the most important. I think this is so important that even if you don't have those other 2 right, this one can win you over. And that is called confidence. Yes, that is the 3rd C. Confidence is what makes the coin. Not your creativity and not your clients. It is your confidence. If you say it's $5 million with a straight face to somebody who got $5 million, they will believe it's worth $5 million. If you say it's $20, then that's how much it's going to be. So you got to have the confidence to be able to say the number that you're looking for, which means you also have to know your worth, which also means know thyself. If you know your worth, $20. Don't, come on. If your talent and your clients are telling you $20, then ask for $50. But if they're telling you, if your talent is at the level of $5 million and you have an audience that can afford $5 million, why are you asking for 50? The worst thing, let me tell you the worst thing. When you say, oh, yeah, that's going to be $3,000. And they're like, okay. And you're like, dang, I should have asked for $5,000. Here's the thing. We all got to pay our bills. But if you have that understanding, you'll realize that they have to pay their bills and you have to pay your bills. Which means if you make them not be able to pay their bills, how are they going to come back to you? But also, if you don't pay your bills, how are you going to continue to work? So you got to find a middle ground. So know your clients, know your people, know your talent, know yourself, and be realistic. Be realistic about how much you're worth and how much they can afford. And then work with them. Work with them. You know what I mean? The number isn't firm. Just work with the people, but pay your bills. That's it. Now, here's the thing. You don't need all three to make money. As long as you got one of them, you'll be able to make some type of money. But if you want to make the money you want, you got to have all three. All three of those have to come together for you to be able to say, this is how much it costs, this is how much I'm worth, and this is how much it is to do what you want to be done. And if you come with that confidence, they'll say, all right, I understand. And I tell you, some people, they can't afford it. But I bet you, because I've experienced so many people that are like, that's a little steep, but I'll be back. And guess what? They come back. They come back. Now you do get some people's like, well, other artists, well, then go to those other artists then. Okay. It's quality, because I bring quality. So you got to bring quality to your creativity. That's not a C, that's a Q, but I'm just saying, you know. So I hope you guys enjoy that. I am going to continue to bring more tips, and we're going to continue to do Let's Talks Art and Business. And write in the comments. Let me know if there's other topics that you have in mind. If you're like, oh, I've been wondering about this. What's your it? I got you. Just put it in the comments. But also, you got to like, subscribe, and push that notification button because we're going to bring a lot more to you. That's it. Go make that money. What are you doing? I know you're not about to leave without liking or sharing or something. I know you see that red button. You better subscribe to my channel. See you soon.